here. I want to thank MJ for inviting me here. She contacted me and said, we're doing Mochacademy and we want you to come and speak to the girls. And without a doubt, without any hesitation, I asked her for the date. And I knew I wanted to be a part of this because although you may believe that I'm coming here to pour into you and to inspire you, I am inspired by a group of young women, because you are young women, getting together, soaking the information up as a sponge so that you can leave today and leave this room and say, I am a boss. So I don't know if you guys have already been told what my profession is, but do you guys know what I do? Great, because then that's how I like to start off. First of all, does anyone want to take a guess what I do? Teacher. Therapist. A speaker. Hairstylist. A nurse. An entrepreneur? A doctor? So let me just tell you, no one got it, but I am Jamila. I am a daughter. I am a friend. I am an aunt. I am lovable. I am kind. I am beautiful. I am a lawyer. And I am a boss. Yes. So does anyone know what a lawyer does? Also called an attorney. Are there any of the young ladies here who would like to be a lawyer or an attorney? No? All right, I'm gonna tell you what I do though. I litigate on behalf of people who can't go into court and advocate for themselves. I am an advocate. If you have a problem, I am a problem solver. I am a fixer. I go into court and litigate on your behalf to make sure that your rights are protected, that your money is secure, and I make sure that when you leave that we are successful together. I tell people I never lose. I either win or I learn. And I want you to always think about that. The things that happen in your life, you will never be a failure. Mistakes happen, things happen, but you never lose. You either win or you learn. How many people want to be a boss? Yes, you may not want to be a lawyer, but you can be a boss. And first of all, number one, you are a boss over your life. We just learned today in our Sunday school lesson that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. And I'm sure that here you guys know that you are marvelous. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, and you can do everything. I came in late on your mantra, but I am powerful. I am a woman. Hear me roar. I can do anything that I put my mind to. I can take risks, calculated risks. I can do whatever I put my mind to. So I see you guys have paper, which is great because not only are you going to soak up what I'm telling you, but that when you leave here today, you can say, I've written some things down, or how I can be a boss. And I'm only 12, I'm only 11, I'm only 13. I have to wait until I'm 40 to be a boss, until I'm 30 to be a boss. No, today, in your mind, you tell yourself, I am a boss. So the theme for the year 2019 is I am, but today's subject is I am a boss. A young woman's guide to being successful. How many people want to be successful? You raised your hand and said, I want to be a boss. So guess what? I'm going to give you free advice today. It's not legal advice. That's my disclaimer. I am not giving free legal advice today. But I am going to give you a guide on how you, today, all of you young girls can walk out of here and have your guide to being successful. Do you want to do that? All right. So let me tell you a little bit. Some things that you can do to be a boss, okay? Are you ready? Number one, you have to have confidence. How many people have confidence? You have to have confidence, meaning you know whatever you put your mind to that you can do, right? So let me just back up a little bit and tell you, I told you that I'm a daughter, I told you that I'm a sister, I told you that I'm a friend, I'm an aunt, but I'm from Long Beach. I went to Long Beach Poly High School. After that, I went to USC for undergrad, where I majored in political science and communication. And then I went to law school. For 4 years, I told myself, well, actually, for more than that, it started when I was much younger, maybe 10th grade, where I said, I want to be a lawyer. And you know what I did? I took the path to becoming a lawyer. And it wasn't easy. but it was worth it. So you can tell yourself whatever you want to be. It may not be easy, but it will be worth it, okay? You have to have confidence in yourself. You can't wait on someone else to give you confidence. You have to have confidence that whatever you want to do, you can do it. So I want you to repeat after me. I have confidence.
I have confidence.
Next, don't expect perfection.
Don't.
Right? Don't expect perfection. What does that mean? Don't expect perfection. It means that everything is not going to happen how you want it. But we already know, because you're sitting in the church, it means that God, whatever God has for you, His plans for you will come to fruition. But don't expect perfection. Meaning there may be distractions and detours along the way. But again, whatever is supposed to happen will happen. So repeat after me. Don't expect perfection.
Don't expect perfection.
Next, educate yourself. Say educate yourself.
Educate yourself.
It's starting here. You guys are in the soil, being planted. You are the seed that has been planted. Your leaders, Miss MJ and Shayla, they have come together to start this group where you can come in and educate yourself on what? How to be successful, how to be a boss, how to be whatever you want to be. So educate yourself. Go to school. That means when you are in class, listen. My sisters are teachers. They'll tell you, it doesn't start when you get to them. It starts at home. I just told them there are 3 people that make your educational experiences a success. Who's the first person?
You. Yourself.
Me! The next person, your parents. The next person, your teacher. All 3 of you have to work together to educate yourself. So say educate yourself.
Educate yourself.
Take risks. Take risks. Be bold, right? If you want to do it, go for it. Talk to your parents, talk to your leaders, and say, listen, this is what I want to do. Help me to reach this goal. Take risks. Calculated risks. Guess what? I'm pretty sure all of you guys know how to YouTube, and you know how to Google, right? Things that we didn't have when we were in junior high and high school. And you find out what you want to do in life, and you take those risks. Say, take risks.
Take risks.
Oh, now this one. Save for the unexpected. What? I'm 12. What? I'm 7. I'm 13. Save for the unexpected. Yep. Save for the unexpected. This is the age that you want to learn about your financial integrity, right? If you get allowance, if your parents give you something, a little something for washing dishes and cleaning up, save some of that. If you get a little something for your birthday, for a holiday, learn to save that. Don't go and spend it all on chips and clothes. Learn to save. And this is where you learn at this age, because I'm setting you up. This is your guide to be successful in life, having financial integrity, right? Next, start thinking about your career path early. You're never too young. Don't let anyone tell you to get in a corner, be quiet, and shut up. You are never too young to think about your career path. Now, things may change along the way, but this is the age where you want to start to think about your career path. Hey, I think I want to be a teacher. And so you take the necessary steps to do that. Hey, I think I want to be a doctor, an entrepreneur, a lawyer. I think I want to be an engineer, a nurse, an astronaut, a scientist. I think I want to be a hairstylist. So you start to think about your career path now and write it down. The Bible tells us to write it down and make it plain, right? So start thinking about your career path. Next, get a mentor. Does anybody know what a mentor is? What's a mentor?
Like that.
No, you. What's your name?
Elisa.
I am Elisa. Go ahead and tell me, what is a mentor?
A mentor is kind of like somebody that helps you.
Right? Someone that helps you along the way, someone that you can go to and talk to, you can vent, you can get some information from. Get a mentor. And if you already know what you want to do in life, get a mentor that's already in your profession. How many people say, I can find someone to help be my mentor? Right? Everyone can find a mentor. And if you don't know someone that you can go to, guess what? I can be a mentor. Okay? Be an effective communicator. I'm too young for that. What do you mean be an effective communicator? say what you want. Say what you want. But be respectful. Right? I love her shirt. It says, she said. Right? She said something. You don't get things done by closing your mouths. Be an effective communicator. That means you need to learn how to listen in your English class. Right? They'll teach you how to speak, how to write. I can't go before a judge and just say, Judge, well, you know what I want. No. Oh, Judge, it's in my petition. It's in my motion. He'll say, Ms. Harris, I need you to articulate what you would like the court to do. Well, Your Honor, I would like you to grant my motion because, or I would like you to deny the opposing party's petition because. So you have to be an effective communicator. With being an effective communicator, you can persuade people, not manipulate, but persuade people to do things that you want them to do. I tell people all the time, I get paid to convince people that I'm right. Wow. Where can you do that? I get paid to talk all day long. Be an effective communicator. This one may scare you guys, but read often. Read often. It takes my mom to tell you, we would go into a grocery store, I would go one way, she would go another way. I would go straight to the books. I would go straight to the magazines. And I loved reading greeting cards. Reading greeting cards, but read often. Utilize those skills that you learned in school, because to be an effective communicator, you need to read often. And then write often. Things that are on your heart, things that are in your mind. Learn to write those things down. One of my sisters, she used to write books and poetry. One of the ones back there. I mean, she would just write. She would get a little notebook like that and just write. And just write. It was like, wow, what is this story that you came up with? But just write. Be creative. That's another one. Be creative. Right? This is one of my favorite ones because you can use this one today as a child, as a young lady, as a young adult. You'll definitely need it when you get older. Respect yourself and respect others. I have gotten a lot of what I want because I just maintained my composure and I was respectful. When people demean you, degrade you, you don't have to retaliate. Be respectful. But people will respect you when you respect yourself. RESPECT. Find out what it means to me. But learn to respect yourselves. And then respect others. I'm still learning this one. Learn the importance of balance. Guess what? You can't play all day. People say, I'm just a kid. Yeah, but this is a very crucial time. How old are you, sweetheart? 12. 13. 13. 13. 11. 15. 12. Wow. I mean, great ages. Because you already know better, right? You know better. You've been learning. You're not a kid anymore, but you're not an adult. You are in a sweet spot. You can get yourself dressed. You can comb your own hair, but you can't drive. You're old enough to make some decisions, but you're not old enough to work and pay bills. You're in a very, very sweet spot, but you're old enough to start saying, you know what? What do I want to do? Who am I? Right? You read the mantra, you heard the mantra, you already know who you are right here and right here. Now it's time to put that mantra into practice. Right? Don't forget along the way, respecting yourself and learning the balance that I can't play all day, that I need to do my homework. Right? I need to start really thinking about what's going to happen because some of you are going to be entering high school soon. The 15-year-old, are you already in high school, 9th grade?
I'm in 10th.
You're in 10th, my goodness, 2 years and then she's off to college. Right? So right now, you have to learn the importance of, all right, I have schoolwork, I may have chores at home, but it's also time for me to start thinking about college. Where do I want to go? Do I want to leave? Do I want to stay? Do I want to stay on campus? Do I want to work? I need scholarships, right? All of that is important right now, and it's learning to balance it all because you won't always be 11, 12, 13. You won't have a parent to tell you what to do. It's going to be up to you. You're going to be working. Someone's going to be coming to you because you guys are going to be bosses. going to be coming to you asking you what to do. What should I do? Can I have the time off? Hey, I need help with this. Can you help me with this case? Hey, I even have people saying, hey, I'm going through this at home. So it's a lot. As a boss, I'm learning to balance. Oh, this is a good one. Tell yourself I am enough. I need to see pens on that one. Tell yourself I am enough. Social media, TV, magazines, and people will have you believing that you are not enough. And I am here to tell you that you guys are all beautiful young ladies, and you are enough. Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
Do you believe it? I am enough. You may have to look in the mirror every day and remind yourself that you are enough. Because when you walk out into the world, people will constantly throw things at you that causes you to question yourself. I'm not tall enough. I'm not short enough. My hair is not long enough. My skin is not light enough. My lips are not small enough. I am not thin enough. I am not smart enough. I'm not rich enough. Whatever it is, people will make you question it. But when you look at yourself in the mirror every morning when you wake up and say, I am enough, and you walk outside those doors, there's nothing or anyone that can conquer what's in here. And you can say, I am enough. Set goals. How many of you have already started writing goals for your life? Good. I love it. Thank you, Mochacademy. We are looking at the next bosses. We are looking at the next teachers and engineers. We are looking at the future of today. Not tomorrow. I'm not worried about tomorrow. I'm worried about today. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow's not promised. I'm living for today. That you guys are the future for today, meaning that when I get a little bit older, I can rest assured that our future is in good hands. I'm looking at the next president, the next senator. I'm looking at the next newscaster. I'm looking at the next astronaut, that I can look right here and say, we are in good hands. Because by the time you guys hit my age, I don't even want to tell you how old I'll be. But you know what I'll need all of you guys to be doing? I need you to be doing what I'm doing. I need you to go back. And I say, you know what? It's unfortunate. I may not be able to touch everybody. Somebody may walk out today saying, that was all right. I could have stayed at home for a Sunday. And somebody's going to go home and write out their goals and plans. And somebody's going to say, I'm a mentor. I've had so many mentors throughout my life. So I've been a mentee and a mentor. Never too old to be a mentee, never too old or young to be a mentor. But everybody who came in my life, they said the same thing to me. I said, how much do I owe you? All this information. Judges, politicians, lawyers, doctors. I said, how much do I owe you? And they told me, all we ask is that you give back. And every opportunity I get, when MJ said, can you come? I said, yes. When and where? What time? I don't care what else I have to do. I'll be there. Why? Because this is important to me. Because you are our future. And if no one's pouring back, we haven't done our job. That means if I'm not giving back my mentor, she didn't do her job. And she told me every time, I said, gosh, Judge, what do I owe you? She says, all I ask is that you give back, because someone helped her. And the man who helped her told her all she had to do was give back. And every time she got a chance and she saw a young woman who wanted to go into the legal profession, she just gathered us up. You may be saying, what do I have to give? Remember I told you, you are enough. You are enough. Foster good relationships. Foster good relationships. What does that mean? Foster good relationships. Never too young to network. Never too old to network. What does that mean? Foster good relationships.
Does it mean like to have good relationships with good people?
Yes. I said all I want to be around is good people who push me to be better. Not someone else, but be a better me. And we say this, me and my sister say this all the time. If we are the smartest people in the room, we are in the wrong room. I don't want to be the know-it-all. I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. Why don't I want to be the smartest person in the room?
Because you always want someone to be greater.
Come on, is it Imani? Come on, Imani. I always want to be able to learn from somebody else. And if I'm the smartest person in the room, I'm being drained. I'm pouring, but nobody's filling me up. You always want to be in a room with somebody smarter than you. And if you don't, that's just your ego talking. Never let your ego do the talking. Never. Never let your ego or emotions do the talking. You always want to foster good relationships. Find like-minded people that are willing to bring you along the way, along the journey, willing to introduce you to new things and new people that broaden your horizon. Foster good relationships. Never too young or old to network. I didn't say use people. I didn't say use people, manipulate people. Foster good relationships. Genuine relationships. Let's get to know each other on a deeper level. Because guess what? I might be able to do something for you, and you might be able to do something for me. It's an exchange. I don't want to just take. But I also don't want to just give. Somebody's listening in here, right? Foster good relationships. Network so that you can continue to increase your circle. Be assertive. What does that mean? Be assertive. I mentioned earlier, be bold. But what is be assertive? Take a position. Maintain the position. Do your research. I don't want to be assertive about the wrong thing. Be confident in what you're saying and be assertive. How many people have heard it's the squeaky wheel that gets the oil? Okay? Right? It's the squeaky wheel that gets the oil. I'm not saying be naggy, but be assertive. And assertiveness means you're confident in what you know and what you do. And when you walk into a room that you garner the attention of other people. And I'm not saying walking in and being overly animated. Some of us can do that. But be assertive. Walk in with confidence. Because people can smell fear and blood, right? They know, like, oh, that person looks a little weak, and so they hop on that, and they may try and tear you down. But if you're assertive in what you know, who you know, and whose you are, we all know whose we are, right? We know who we belong to. I told you guys in the beginning that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are marvelous. You are created in His image. So we already walk into a room knowing whose we are, right? How many people want to be successful? You want to be successful in just one area? Who said no? No? Why not?
Because, you don't want to just do, if you're successful with the career you have, you don't want to do one thing for the rest of your life. You want to do multiple things.
Right? I don't want to be just successful in my personal life. I want to be successful in my professional life. I'm working on a better me physically, working on a better me mentally. I want to be successful financially. I want to be successful spiritually. I want to be a great friend. I want to be a great family member. I want to be successful in every area of my life. Repeat after me. I am successful.
I am successful
in every area of my life.
in every area of my life.
Notice I didn't say I will be. I'm speaking those things that are not as though they were. I am successful in every area of my life, right? Now I will be. I am. That means you can walk out of these doors today saying, I am successful in every area of my life. Speaking those things, you have to speak positivity and prosperity. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. It's important that you take care of yourself. How many people have been on a plane recently? Right? I don't know if you ladies listen, but on a plane, there's a pilot and there are some flight attendants that are on the plane. And they usually give you instructions right before the plane takes off. And they talk about what happens in the case of an emergency. And sometimes I listen, sometimes I don't, but then they get to one part and I always stop and pause. And it says, if you are with a minor or an elderly person, put the mask over yourself first and then help the person next to you. Why?
You can't help anybody if you're hurting.
Right? So if I'm trying to put the mask on you, and in the middle I've lost oxygen and I lose consciousness, I'm no good to myself. So and they tell you before you help your child or the elderly or the person next to you, help yourself. So that is not selfish, taking care of you first. I want to be full. I want my cup to run it over so that I can help other people. Because if I'm empty, I can't give anything to you from an empty cup. Take care of yourself. I had a horrible cough a couple weeks ago. My mom was like, you gotta go and take care of that cough. You have to go and take care of your cough. I got a bad hip. She says, stay out of those high heels. Guess who's being hard-headed? Go take care of that hip. Go take care of that hip. And I'm so busy running around. Jamila wants to take care of everybody else. But if I'm broken, if I'm empty, I can't give my best self to other people. When you get older, you'll find out, or you can do it now, continue to seek and ask what your purpose is. I found out maybe about 10 years ago, maybe 11 or 12, that my true purpose was one of service. It wasn't until I completely gave myself and just asked God for some things where He revealed to me that I'll do this for you, but you have to make some promises to me. And that's why when these opportunities present themselves, I'm here. I'll jump on a panel, I call for career days, and I have no problem doing those things because I've decided and I've been chosen to be a woman of service, to give back. It actually empowers me. It actually fills me up. It actually makes me smile that when I can come and give of myself, pieces and nuggets that I've learned throughout life to someone else. I don't want to die full. I want to give of my gifts, give of myself, give of advice, because if I can make sure that someone else has the things that I didn't, then I've done my job. Then I've been successful. If I could just have one person say, Jamila gave this insight, Jamila inspired me. Oh, that would be so awesome. 10, 15 years from now, when somebody says, wow, Imani, you're a boss. When did you decide that you wanted to be a boss? And then she says September 15, around 3:15. Yes, Imani, yes. That means now that I've done my job, that I've come back to give of myself fully. And so I want you ladies to think today, when you either have your time of reflection, that it's important that you are introspective. You know what that means to be introspective? Not to pick up the microscope and look at other people, but pick up the mirror and to look at yourself. To think about what you want. It's not selfish to set your career paths now. It's not selfish to set the boundaries and balances now. It's not selfish to determine where you want your family to be. That for some of us, we may be the only light that people see. That we may be the only good that people see. When you go to school, be nice. Be respectful to people who don't look like you, who don't share the same values and morals that you do. Because you may be the only light that they see. And it's important that this is the stage. You're setting the stage now to be a successful adult. Ladies, you guys have any questions for me?